Gaming. Hello, 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 hello. Why is the? Oh, it has to be like really. No, come on. There we go. Hi, I'm Mike the Entei, and I'm really good at recording stuff. I'm extremely professional when I make these videos. I haven't done a reaction video in a while, and it's been 2 hours since the presents happened, so I'm probably already late to the party. But why the hell not? I haven't uploaded anything on my channel in like almost a month, so too bad. You're getting a reaction video, Lamau. Also, yeah, I know this is the UK version. I didn't want to like click on the thumbnail for the US one and then get spoiled. Alright. I think I'm gonna play this at 1.5 times speed, and then I'll pause it to commentate. I mean...
Hi, Pokemon trainers.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International. Today, I'm excited to share details about the 2025 Pokemon World Championships coming to Anaheim, California from August 15th to 17th. We are once again thrilled to welcome thousands of trainers around the world to a battle for Pokemon Scarlet.
Fun fact,
video games.
I've actually made it to Worlds a couple times.
These elite trainers will receive a celebratory
But that was like 10 years ago. It was like the kids division or whatever, like the teenager division. They call it the senior division. Oh yeah, Paradise Resort, absolute garbage. I want them to bring back Tropical Beach.
Sunday in an arena for the very first time. Those who can prove themselves as the best will earn incredible prizes, including the coveted.
So I'm just gonna turn this down because you can read the captions. This is just Worlds hype, whatever. This isn't anything new. There used to be, every time you go to Worlds, you get a stadium card if you actually compete in the tournament. And that stadium card is exclusive to Worlds. You can't get the Psyduck Festival or whatever during, like, in real packs. You have to go to Worlds and get the card. And technically, that card is usually tournament legal. However, for 3 years, the 3 years before I got to Worlds, so I never ended up getting it, of course. Pokemon Concierge 2, I never saw the first one. I don't have Netflix, and I don't intend on getting it. Cool. I've heard good things about Concierge, not for me. But I want to explain Worlds while this is just happening. So, for 3 years, they printed, or was it 2 years? I think it was either 2 or 3 years. They printed this card called Tropical Beach, which was a stadium that allowed each player to draw until they had 7 cards in their hand and then end their turn. And both players could use the effect of the stadium once someone played it down. So some decks were able to make better use of Beach than others, but it was still a very useful card to have and to have control over. So it became like a $200 card. And this was before Pokemon competitive cards were, you know, famous for being expensive. Although, ironically, a lot of the EXs, like base rarity EXs, would be like $7 to $10, even if they were terrible. But nowadays, EXs, even playable ones, are like $1 or less. It's weird how the value of Pokemon cards has shifted around. But yeah, I actually played a deck, Klinklang Cobalion, which explicitly almost never attacks in the first couple of turns. I also played Keldeo Blastoise at the time, and we didn't want to buy Beaches because we were too cheap. The result was that I won 2 matches and lost 7 at my first national championships. But I had a good time, so it's fine. And then the next 2 years I got my World invite, so I'm happy. I'll take 2 invites. Thank you. Alright.
Sense of character and comedy and craft. I know you'll love it as much as we do. We could not be more excited.
Alright, I'll turn the volume back up a little bit, because that's my little spiel about Tropical Beach. Okay, I don't think this is for me either. This seems to be a kid's thing. Going back to beaches, like, Tropical Beach was... I actually think that just the idea of stadiums in general is really good. Like, the idea of a card that both players can theoretically use, but it's up to you to determine when best to play it and how to use it to your advantage is really cool. Like, one of the most proliferated, whatever the word is, stadiums in the current format is called Artisan, which is from, like, Scarlet and Violet base set, and... it allows each player during their turn to search. Yo, they're bringing Oh, I thought they were making a new Pokepark game. Damn. Okay, sure. Oh, it's not even like its own park? Fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna go to Japan 4,000 likes and comments about it, and also donate $5 billion to me, and I'll go to Japan. Gosh. Yeah, dude, I like the... What was the comment that someone made? Remember when Pokemon was about games? I mean, I do like conceptually that they're branching out into other stuff. Obviously, I like the trading card game. If they never made a TCG, I probably wouldn't be as into Pokemon as I am. My dad certainly wouldn't be. My dad plays it with me, and he's better than I am. So I don't mind per se them making this stuff. It's just not for me. Like, I'm sure that there are a lot of people that will enjoy and love this thing. It looks, you know, I mean, well, this is just a diorama, so I'll wait to see what it actually looks like before making any decisions on whether I think it's cool or not. And by wait to see, I'll watch other people go. Alright. Ooh, they're pre-selling tickets? Fun. That Pikachu animation was like a 6 out of 10. Pokemon Go. I used to play Pokemon Go a lot. Actually, one of my coworkers and I would like trade Pokemon. Yo, Dynamax. I do like Dynamax, though. It's a very, very good aesthetic. Yo, Eternatus. Can we finally Dynamax Eternatus and Zacian and Zamazenta for the memes? But back to... Okay, I don't care about Masters either, Lamau. Back to me talking about the card game, which I am actually passionate about. So, if you don't know how Pokemon works, basically... You have to play down basic Pokemon, and then a turn later you can evolve them, and then a turn after that you can evolve them to Stage 2. So even if your deck revolves around Stage 2s, you want to get pretty much as many basics on the board as possible. And so, yo, that's a big Lapras. Oh my gosh. That's actually really cute. I love big Lapras. But the point is that if you play Artisan, both you and your opponent get the tremendous advantage of being able to place down a basic Pokemon every turn, which is, you know... Inherently, you're not actually gaining any card advantage, because you play down Artisan, you get a Pokemon, but then your opponent gets a Pokemon. You're kind of minusing one in a traditional card game sense. However, in certain decks, getting a basic Pokemon down is more important than in others. Like, for example, in like the Future Box deck, you don't play Artisan because, well, Artisan specifically says... a Pokemon without a rule box, so like not an EX. In Future Box, which revolves around like getting a little Miraidon up and then attaching to bench Future Box Pokemon, you only need one Miraidon to start the game off. And depending on what your opponent's playing, you can just run with that, attach a bunch of energies, and then just put up 2 prizers, and then your opponent takes 7 in total. Oh, trading card game news. I should actually pay attention to this. Oh, just showing off megas. I mean, I like the art. I love Kangaskhan. Look at it, it's so cute. Alright, I can't wait for these cards to be, like, $40 because there are 100 secret rares in the set. Oh, I can't wait. I should actually look at the cards and react to the effects that I see on them. That might be a good idea. Alright, so we get Mega Lucario. I know that they revealed, like, Lucario and Gardevoir previously, but I haven't really looked at them yet. So now is the time to do that. To Stage 1, so they make you evolve into Megas. I know that the Megas give 3 prizes if they get killed. So... VMAX Metagobur. 340 HP is good. That's good for a Stage 1, but I'm not sure I would want that on a 3 prize that I have to evolve into. Like, that's the thing that worries me, is that they are probably too scared about the power creep that happened with tag teams, and they want to kind of negate that by making it theoretically possible to kill these things. Which I don't blame them for. A lot of people disliked tag teams. I actually liked them a lot. But... I feel like they're going to be pretty undertuned. Then again, this is the first Mega Evolution set. Usually the first set in an era will have relatively mid cards. Alright, so Aura Jab, 130, attached to 3 basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon any way you like. That's pretty good. Energy Acceleration is really nice. I would say that I could see this being paired with, like, Cynthia's Garchomp or something, but that would just be too many evolutions, so I don't think that's possible. You could run it with maybe Koraidon EX? I forget what Koraidon EX does, and my phone's charging in the other room, so I can't really bring it up right now. But yeah. You know, I just realized that my recording My OBS doesn't have a pause button for recording. It should. If it did, I would probably pause my recording and then look it up and then not be able to not dox myself while looking up what Lucario does. But I guess they took the pause button away in an update. That's unfortunate. Mega Brave, 270 for 2. That's fine. That's not really that good. You're not one-shotting anything big except Golden Go. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Mega Brave. I don't know. Does this win the Golden Go matchup? Probably, because they would need 14 energies to kill. And the thing is, because they can't Superior Energy Retrieval, they would need to get 7 energies per turn for kills. I think this has a good Golden Go matchup. Golden Go is a really oppressive deck. It's not oppressive in the way that it makes you not play the game well, but it just takes knockouts every turn if it wants to, and if it gets the good enough cards, which it can because it draws 5 every turn for free. So yeah, this will probably be a good card as a meta counter, but at the same time, especially with it being weak to Psychic, I feel like Gardevoir just walks all over this. Retreat for 2, that's fine. Alright, Mega Kangaskhan. This one I believe is new. I love Kangaskhan's design is it's just so cute. The baby and the mom, they're great. I love them. This is a basic, which I like. 300 HP. Obviously, a Pokemon being basic is almost always going to make it better than it not being a basic. 300 HP. Abilities: Run Errand. During your turn, if this Pokemon is the active spot, you may draw 2 cards. You can't use more than one, even if you have multiple of the Mega Kangaskhan's. That's pretty okay on a basic, honestly. There was a card, there were 3 cards actually. There was an Entei V, a Raikou V, and a Suicune V, whose ability was just, if it's active, draw 1. And usually you just played one of those, and you would have it as a pivot to just draw an extra card every turn. It was kind of like a precursor to Pheasantipity. So this I can see being pretty useful, especially in the early game. You can literally put it in any deck because it's colorless. The big problem is that retreats for 3. Fighting Weakness, I think that might make it die to Garchomp, even the first attack, if it has enough Cynthia's Roserades. So that's not ideal. What does the attack actually do? 3 colorless, that's a lot. Because there's not really any way to accelerate onto colorless Pokemon unless you play Crispin. Double Turbo Energy doesn't exist. 200 damage, or no. You do 200 and then you flip a coin until you get tails and does 50 more damage for each heads. So theoretically, you're asymptomatically doing 250, which is fine. I mean, like, 200 versus 250 doesn't really matter that much either way. The key is that with 2 or 3 coin flips, you get to one-shot some funny stages. This is probably not... I can see it seeing play just because you can Turo this thing. But realistically, I don't think that you can build around this. And the 2-card draw, I would rather just play Pheasantipity, draw 3 cards when I get knocked out, and then not give up 3 prizes. 300 HP is nice for a basic. You can put a Bravery Charm on it. Now it's 350. That's like, I think, the biggest card in the game, actually. Well, I guess you can just Hero-Escape somebody, but this is fine. It might see play in some niche decks, like maybe Raging Bolt will use it, because you can have it active and then retreat out of it, but then you're kind of relying on starting with it. You know what? This will see play in Raging Bolt, because you can get knocked out, you can draw 2, you can Fez for 3. Yeah, you know what? This will see play in, like, basic decks, maybe even in Joltik Box too, because you can Latias to retreat out of it. Okay, this card is decent. Mega Gardevoir. This also, I believe, was revealed previously. Just want to get the... Yeah, cool. Alright, so stage 2, it's 360 HP. That's a lot. You're not getting one-shotted by anything. Unless, like, your opponent is playing Gardevoir, but less bricky, and they Drifloon. The interesting thing is you can evolve Curly into this Gardevoir or the original Gardevoir, which is fun. Obviously, it, synergizes very well with it. You can search your deck for psychic energies and put them on the bench, and then deal 50 damage for every psychic energy on the board. You can literally one-shot anything with this pretty easily, I would say. I honestly predict that Gardevoir will slot one of these in, and then do some prize wars. Just not to like attack a bunch of things, but just to get the final knockout on an opponent's Gardevoir EX or something. Because if you put this up, and well, actually, your opponent's not going to have 3 Kirlias ready to go. So if you knock out their Gardevoir EX, they can't get a Gardevoir and a Mega in like almost any circumstance. Though it is theoretically possible if they have like a Drifloon powered up. Drifloon's going to go back in the deck. Some people take it out. I've always liked it in the deck. It's going to come back in because if you Drifloon your opponent's Gardevoir EX for like, well, you wouldn't Drifloon the Gardevoir. There are theoretical situations where this card, Mega Gardevoir EX, can take prizes to win the game in the mirror match. And there are theoretical times where playing it down is a colossal misplay. I think it's situational in the mirror, but I think against almost every other deck, you kind of just win if you get this out. Because, like, worst case scenario, they kill it, but you kind of win the prize trade with Gardevoir normally because you're one prizers. And if you're able to just take a surprise knockout on them, then their entire playing gets thrown off, and you don't care that you just gave it 3 prizes because you're gonna win the game on the next turn. Or you attack with your Mega Gardevoir, they boss up your little Gardevoir EX, but that doesn't have any energy on it, so Mega Gardevoir just wins the game, so they're not going to do that. Yeah, this card is actually completely cracked. Alright, what, oh, Venusaur. What is this Venusaur doing? Is it worth, what is this doing? They can't retreat. That's actually pretty good. Preventing retreating is pretty nice in this meta, because a lot of people play like Latias or Air Balloon, or they will play Air Balloon. And 80 HP, so you can't Poffin it. That's unfortunate. I love the art here, by the way. I like the little petals. It's like kind of abstract. It almost gives, well, I guess Venusaur is a poison type, and so are the other two. But these are like dark, deep, evil poison type vibes, and I like that. Ivysaur, Razor Leaf, I don't care. 2, 3, 4 retreat is kind of a lot, but I mean, so what? If Ivysaur gets caught up, it's probably getting killed. Also, 110 on a stage 1 that evolves into a stage 2. Man, I remember when like 90 HP for a stage 1 was a lot, and now we're almost at that point with basics. Alright, can we zoom in on the Venusaur? Not like that. Alright, 380 HP? That's okay. I thought 360 was a lot. Sure, Venusaur, I guess, is built to be tanky. Weak to fire. As often as you like, you may move a basic Pokemon from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. If this was attached Grass from hand, then it'd be really good. And it's what, 240 and you heal 30? 240 is a decent amount of damage. You one-shot Raging Bolt without a tool. Obviously, Roaring Moon is weak to you, so in the rare instance where Roaring Moon doesn't nearly knock itself out, you can one-shot it. That's cool. I don't know of a lot of, I guess, what's it called? Teal Mask Ogerpon is pretty okay, but if Hydrapple didn't work well with Teal Mask, I don't think a stage 2 3 prizer is going to work well with Teal Mask. Just play Raging Bolt, honestly. And then you can get better use out of your Teal Mask's energies. Until Raging Bolt basically goes out of format when Sada rotates. Then maybe you will see Hydrapple and Venusaur see more play. I like Hydrapple as a concept, but it's just a little too slow. Even in the current, like, item locking format. Turn the volume back up, I suppose. Releasing Friday of September.
Next, please take a look at
I like this tie, by the way. I like the tie that he has. Just because it's cool. Mobile version available to download. Is this Pokemon Champion? Oh, it's a little puzzle game. Sure, why not? I'll probably play this for like a week and then get bored of it. I do actually really like puzzle games. This one might be too simple for me, though. This might be like very kid-coded. It seems to be the case. But, dude, I need to... Have they released Professor Layton in the New World of Steam yet? I really want to play that. I should also play Layton vs. Right, because I've heard that it's a decent game with a bad ending. But, like, I liked Danganronpa V3's ending, so I will probably like the silly crossover game.
Use the plush you get from solving puzzles to decorate your in-game plush rooms.
Oh no, is that an AI voice? I really hope that's not an AI
Pokemon
voice.
Friends.
Pokemon Friends is a puzzle game.
I hate AI so much. There's so much that I dislike about AI. I can't even get into, like, there's not even time to get into it. Even if I paused the video, there just wouldn't be time to get into it. But TLDR, AI bad. If you're about to comment on my video and your profile picture has AI in it, don't. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, dude, I heard about the update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it, like, actually looks good. Look at that frame rate. That's like 5 times the frame rate that I was able to get when I played. Oh my gosh. It actually looks like a video game. I mean, granted, I'm also playing the video at 1.5 speed. Oh man, they got the Terrawochian, which is... Wait, isn't it normally Terra Grass? Like, okay, I actually need to know, like, what is the point of Terra raids? Like, do they have special moves? Do you, like, you can change a Pokemon's Terra type. I don't know if you can change it to Stellar, but I think you can. Like, is it just for the convenience? Because getting Terra Shards is really hard and really time-consuming. Oh, they're shiny? Okay, fair enough. I gotcha. They're shiny. Man, I remember when legendaries weren't shiny locked and you can just get them. Now shinies are like, oh, you gotta attend these things to get the shinies, which I don't inherently mind per se. I think that it's kind of cool to have aesthetic rewards for, like, you know, certain... Yo, S tracksuit and V tracksuit, my favorite codes. I don't know what I'm even doing here. Like, I feel like the joy of shinies specifically is that they're these rare and low chance things that occur in the wild. I actually want to learn about Pokemon Champions, so I'm going to pause for now. Like, I think it's cool to have special Pokemon as rewards. Like, the mark system's kind of cool. Do the Terra Raid Pokemon have marks? That's pretty pog. If so, I do kind of wish that there were more. Actually, no, marks have like marks give Pokemon a little title. Actually, you know, actually, that's kind of pog. If Terra Raid Pokemon, like the special Raid Pokemon, have marks, and then you send them into battle and it like gives them a little title, that's cute. I like that. They shouldn't give them exclusive moves because I think that timed exclusivity for Pokemon is really cringe. I still hate that you can't actually catch them all. Even if you have every copy of a game in, like, the first few generations, because you needed to, like, go to Toys R Us on June 5th, 2006 to get Manaphy or whatever the hell. Actually, Manaphy you could get because it's in Ranger, but that's beside the point. Point is, I don't think shinies should be a thing for Terra raids. Alright, on to a game that I'm mildly interested in, because I think this game's coming out on phones. Yo, they got Sneasler in the game?
Pokemon Champions.
Alright.
In this title, you can enjoy the battles you know and love from the Pokemon series on your Nintendo Switch or mobile device.
Yeah, mobile battling!
Previous Pokemon partners to join the action by linking with Pokemon Home, or you can
Okay.
find partners to battle alongside you right away from within.
Yo, find new partners. I want to see how this goes. So, I've actually played through Pokemon Battle Revolution, almost the entire game without with only using rentals. And it was hell, and I'm still not done. I still have not beaten the survival battle. I want to do the survival battle. I probably will complete the survival battle eventually, and then I'll do all the other matches. I've beaten the Masters battle, so I've basically beaten the hardest challenge in the game. But survival battle, I need to be good at the wheel, mostly. And resource management.
Pokemon Champions. You can recruit Pokemon to your team to battle alongside you. It's up to you which Pokemon to choose. Recruit Pokemon you're interested in and form a team.
Wait. Okay, so there are 3... No, okay. So this is, what, Pokemon on your team? And this is how many Pokemon are in the box? And V is victory points.
It's up to you which Pokemon to choose. Recruit Pokemon your
Hold on. Trial recruitment. Okay. So recruit it permanently for... Oh, or for a trial. I didn't see the or. I'm blind, Lamau. So basically, they're doing the Unite thing where you can try out Pokemon and see if you like them, and then you use the in-game currency to get them forever. That's fine. I assume this is a free-to-play game. In which case, I mean, yeah, they kind of have to do that just to, you know... That's just how it works. I actually don't mind the concept of, like, using currency to, like, get Pokemon or Unite licenses and stuff. My problem with Pokemon Unite is actually the gameplay, which is, like, the thing that everyone else is the least mad about when it comes to Unite. Like, I don't think that the monetization in Unite is, like, that bad. I wouldn't pay $40 for a skin, but, like, that's just me.
you're interested in and form a team. Then it's finally time for Pokemon battles.
All right, what is this UI looking like? This UI is looking like a regular Pokemon box.
Interested in and form a team. Then it's
All right, so this is the box. So yeah, 15 out of 30 seems to be like your stash of Mons. So does that mean that you can upgrade your box? Like, what happens when you already have 30 Pokemon and you want to start recruiting new guys? Do you have to get rid of some? If you have to get rid of Pokemon, I hope that you get your victory points back, whatever they're called. If not, that's kind of cringe. Like, do you have to upgrade your box with more of the virtual currency? Like, maybe you upgrade your box as you go through the game. I would hope that's the case. Like in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, your treasure bag gets bigger as you progress through the adventure. And if the size of your box increases as well, then that's fine. Because, like, you know, there should be some gameplay to this video game, I would hope. You shouldn't just be able to have every Pokemon available to you. Though I would also imagine that the in-game currency would just prevent that. So, again, I'm not sure why we need to limit the box size. We got the 32 and 2. What is this? Is this like a new EV system? This seems to be reminiscent of EVs. You get 2 maxed out stats and then 1 stat which has a power level of 2. Sure, why the hell not?
finally time for Pokemon battles.
Oh wait, are they taking out... I hope they're taking out IVs. IVs were always cringe. I always hated them. So I hope that they don't have IVs in the game anymore. It would make breeding a non-issue, and you wouldn't need to spend like 5 years getting each of your Pokemon.
You can enjoy
Alright, this is a pretty standard team preview. 3v3 single battles, that makes sense.
ranked battles.
Probably 4v4 double battles.
As well as private battles where you can take on family and friends with.
Alright, hold on. I like the UI of this game, actually. I'm liking the
You
style.
can enjoy ranked battles.
It's a little plain, in a sense, but it also kind of gives up the vibe as like, alright, we're getting serious. You know, like, this is a UI meant for people that want to battle and win. Hold on, can I, like... Alright. You can only select battle and Pokemon because it's only competitive battles, I guess. So no items and no running. That makes sense. 3 Pokemon on the opponent's side, 3 Pokemon on your side. Okay, cool. Battle info is probably where you see, like, the stat buffs and debuffs. Oh, you can minus to run from the battle, I guess, to forfeit. I actually kind of like that the forfeit option is, like, obfuscated over here. Like, this screenshot is pretty good UI overall. Maybe I would make the battle and Pokemon icons slightly larger. I think I would also probably want to make... I would just make all of the UI larger, actually. Like, it's not super easy to see the stats of the Hydreigon and Gardevoir here.
Take on family and friends with.
Alright, extremely effective. Okay, so starting in Gen 7, Pokemon Sun and Moon, they would, once you see a Pokemon for the first time, they would tell you the type of the Pokemon and what moves are good and bad against it. I personally think this is really cringe. I think that if you aren't able to memorize type matchups and you don't know what type of Pokemon is, you should get punished for that. Because, like, why not just tell you what the defense of your opponent's Pokemon is? Like, why not just say, like, oh, Hydreigon has a base special attack of 104 and a base physical attack of 89. They don't do that because part of the fun of the game is knowing and understanding and being able to recognize and make use of what a Pokemon has. It's not a roguelike. I've never liked them showing off what types of moves are super effective or not against a Pokemon. Like, learning the type chart organically is like one of the formative moments that anyone has in becoming a Pokemon player. Pokemon Showdown doesn't even do it. The game geared for competitive play and competitive players who know what the hell they're doing. They don't say like, oh, Icy Wind is super effective against Hydreigon. I'm mostly nitpicking. It's not a huge deal. It's literally just like a couple of lines on the thing. But what else do I gotta react to? It looks the same as every other game apart from the UI and the fact that it now says extremely effective when it moves 4 times super effective. I wonder, like, what do they say for, like, super not very effective? Like, little effective? Like, barely effective?
Immersion than ever before.
There's Moonblast. Wow, there's so much immersion. It looks the exact same. That was the exact same animation that you've been using since Gen 6.
Thrilling matches in single battles and double.
Oh, hold on. I think they,
Take on thrilling matches in...
Mostly ineffective. Okay, cool. I guess I know now. Wait, mostly ineffective? That's... Why would it... Superior is just a grass type. Did they change the type chart? Wait, Superior's a dragon type now? What? If Dragon Pulse is not... Wait, no, that's not true. Wait, what resists Dragon? Steel? Oh, wait, I'm actually a complete dumbass. The Superior is the one that's attacking. Like, because Superior's in the bottom left. And then Scizor, which is Bug and Steel, quad resist Grass, and regularly resist Dragon. Honestly, complete skill issue on my part.
battles and double battles.
Shadow Ball. Yeah, because Shadow Ball is effective against Sylveon. Draco Meteor is effective against Incineroar. This is another problem with the thing. Like, if you're going to do this, you should show, like, oh, not very effective versus effective. Or, like, effective versus no effect. Right? Like, now you're just giving misinformation. Me when I spread misinformation on the PokeWeb. Oh yeah, also it can hit your partner too, but
a new way to raise Pokemon that lets you enjoy battles even more.
Alright, a new way to raise Pokemon. What does this mean?
Pokemon Champions offers ways.
Okay, we're adjusting stat points, and it costs VP to change it. That kind of makes sense, although I don't really like that because you're already buying the Pokemon. Now you need to spend the currency every time you change their stats. I don't feel good about that because one of the things that I and others were hoping would be solved was the need to grind to have good stats for Pokemon. Obviously, in Pokemon Showdown, there's literally just a slider that's like, oh, you want to change your EVs? You can do that. And I was hoping that once you buy the rights to use a Pokemon, it's just free to change the stats. But I guess that might not be the case every time. Like, it says 0 VP here. It might be like, oh, your first hit's free. I don't feel great about this either. I feel like they're going to monetize this game, not to make it pay to win per se, because they've been pretty good about making their games not pay to win, honestly. But in a game like Pokemon, where having the optimal sets and being able to playtest with everything optimally, I mean, granted, you can do that on Showdown, but is really important. I am worried that if a meta shifts too quickly and you need to change like your stat spreads on a Pokemon, you will run out of currency very quickly, and that concerns me.
Make raising your Pokemon more flexible and convenient than ever. Teach your Pokemon moves that interest you, then train your
Wait. What is 10? What is 10? 10, 15, 15? Oh, that's how many power points they have. But also, it costs 100 VP to change a move? Oh, no. That's... Ooh, I don't like that.
Your Pokemon more flexible and convenient than ever. Teach your Pokemon...
Yeah. If it costs 100 VP to learn a new move... Yeah, you can see in the UI it changed so that... it's 0 VP to forget a move, because who cares? But 100 VP to change it. I mean, again, it depends on how much VP we get. Because I kind of understand the concept of them not just letting you change everything for free, although I think they should. But again, it depends on the currency ratio. How do you get the VP?
And train your Pokemon to make the most of them.
Wait, commence train. Oh yeah, because it costs the VP to do the stat spreads. It costs 200 VP to change natures. Granted, natures are not a thing that people are going to change super often, but again, like, if it weren't for Pokemon Showdown and you couldn't just playtest things for free, I would find this pretty cringe. I just hope VP is in big supply, and like, if there's any monetization, like, I just hope the bulk of the monetization comes from customization options. 764 VP. That's almost as much as getting a new Pokemon. Because a new Pokemon's like 1,000 VP they showed earlier.
Pokemon battling.
Ew.
Bringing Pokemon battles to everyone. Pokemon Champions.
And
Planned for release in 2026.
okay, so there's no mention of how you actually get VP. That's not good.
Last up, we have some news about the Pokemon Legends ZA game.
Yo, Legends EA? The game that's gonna run at like 3 frames per second on Switch 1? If I play ZA, it'll be on Switch 1. Because it's funny. Yo, they got Furfu in the game? In the Kalos game? Nice. Yo, that Hound... Yo, are they bringing Alphas back? I don't really have much to say. They're kind of just showing shots of, like... Okay, clothes. They look okay, I guess. Poison Gym. This dude. Question mark. I'm not sure if that's a dude. Emma. Oh, Emma from Pokemon X and Y. Wow, she's here. So does this take place after X and Y? Yo, Dragonite's in the game. Because if Emma's like made a name for herself. How do I feel about this? I love Dragonite. Dragonite's like top like 30 Pokemon, but I mean, this feels like just like them failing to make another Altaria. I need to see the backside of this Dragonite. Oh, hold on. What is that? What is that Pokeball animation? What is that Pokeball throwing animation? Was that even... This trainer did not move. Maybe he moves when the Pokeball gets thrown at the very start, but, like, he shouldn't be in this position when the Pokeball's, like, barely being thrown here. That's not good. Game Freak, what are you doing? Where are your high-quality animations? Alright, Dragonite... So they got the Dragonair's tail thing. Oh, what are those wings? What are those tiny little green wings? They're so small. Why do we got the freaking 1980s shoulder pads over here? Oh my gosh, we're gonna be like Patrick Bateman. Oh, and the Dragonite got fangs now. That's a big tail. My God, it's like the Dragonite itself shrunk or something. I don't know how I feel about these like appendages on the thighs. It's weird because, like, it feels like they didn't change anything meaningful about the design, but also it feels like they changed too much about the design. Like, it's over-designed and also under-designed. It doesn't feel like a Mega. It feels like a Dragonite with, like, plastic surgery. I don't know. Maybe I'll come around to it. I love Dragonite a lot, so I'll probably end up being like, yo, Mega Dragonite. Yo, okay, no, we already know about these Megas. Are there other new Megas? They just wanted to show off Dragonite for now? That's fair enough. Okay, wait. I don't like that they're, like, saying Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Is Mega Dragonite only available on the Switch 2 Edition? That would be very funny if so, actually. Like, the Switch can't handle Mega Dragonite. It's too strong.
After you arrive in Lumiose City, either Urbane or Tawny will invite you to join Team MZ.
Team MZ? What does that even mean?
Objective is to protect the city of Lumiose.
Protect the city of Lumiose from
Let's get to know
whom?
Team MZ a little better. There's Naveen, a fashion designer in the making.
Why do I
And
feel like
Anita,
Team
who inspired
MZ
you to
is just
become
gonna be
a
like the
As part of Team
villain?
MZ, you'll spend your days
That would
in the
actually
city
be
with this crew.
kind of based. They haven't done that twist before, actually.
Lumio City
They've done
looks
twists where,
like
like,
Bad
oh,
Guy.
the Aether Foundation or whatever, like, the supposedly good guys are the bad guys, but, like, your rivals have never been the bad guys. Apart from arguably, like,
Then by night, you can compete in the
Silver
ZA Royale
and maybe
Pokemon
Blue.
race, aiming to climb the ranks.
but even then, they weren't, like, bad
As
people.
you advance in
I
the
mean,
ZA Royale,
Silver
battles with
was,
powerful
but
trainers
he
await
became
you.
good at the end. He wasn't, like, a
One of
villain.
these trainers
He wasn't
is
working with
the
Team
Boston
Rocket.
West Syndicate, an organization operating in Lumio City. It seems like he has some kind of business with the members of Team MZ.
Nah, dude, watch this guy turn out to be a good guy. His face is too evil for him to be, like, the actual villain. There's no shot. They wouldn't do that.
Lumio City offers
Yo, they got the
players
boutique
fun
music.
types of Pokemon battling too.
Okay, I have a really hot take. When I played Pokemon X and Y, I hated the music. I was like, yo, this music sounds so plain and boring and, like, bad and dumb. But now, like, 10 years later, I'm like, actually, wait, this music is kind of peak. It captures the vibe of, like, being in France. As someone who's never been to France before, I can say this with complete confidence.
Trainers can change their hairstyle, looks,
Yo,
and outfit
okay.
to appear however they would like as they stroll around.
dude, why are those pants so wide, though? What?
Hairstyle, looks, and
Like, why are they just cylinders? These are deadass just Blender default cylinders. I mean, they're not, you know, but they're so wide. Scary purple. It's not that scary.
outfit to appear however they would like as they stroll around the city. If you've teamed up with a Furfrou, a Pokemon with distinctive
Yo,
fur, you can even have it trimmed into fashionable styles.
hell
You
yeah.
can also take photos.
Only
of your
Furfrou
Pokemon,
gets
or relax
haircuts in
and hang out with your
Pokemon.
if you like.
Okay, can we actually, like, that's a lot of different animations. Like, let me just look over those again.
Teamed up with a Furfrou, a Pokemon with distinctive long fur, you can even have it trimmed into fashionable styles. You can also take photos at interesting
Honestly, I will make use of the photo mode. I made a lot of use of it in Legends Arceus and in Scarlet and Violet.
spots, or relax.
There's a lot of cute stuff happening. I guess they're just kind of doing sitting and default animations, but it still looks
Hang out
cute.
with your Pokemon, if you
Yeah.
like.
I guess you can, like, throw them onto these little Pokemons. That's actually adorable, actually. I really like that. That the tables have spots for Pokemon specifically to stand on. That's actually really cute. Big fan. Whoever did this, give them a raise.
All kinds of encounters await you in Lumiose City. Emma, the best detective in Lumiose, will ask you to help with her detective work.
Yeah, this definitely takes place after XY, right? Because, like, Emma's made a name for herself as more than just look resistant. Why does she have the eye? Why does she have, like, Big Brother on her forehead?
You can find
Yo,
people around the city
Watchog.
who need a hand and solve their problems.
Oh boy, the Sunflora mission is back.
The Pokemon
I can't
Research
wait.
Lab. By catching Pokemon, you can aid her research. In return, you can receive useful items for your adventures in this game.
Yo, hold on. Are these TMs or TRs? Like, are they single use? Cooldown time. Oh, that's because they don't have PowerPoints anymore because it's real-time battles. The fact that, like, you get these at, like, levels and that a lot of these rewards are TMs suggests to me that the TMs are multi-use, which I don't know how to feel about, honestly. I think I like it. I'm not sure. It depends on how difficult the game is structurally, because having, like, you can balance the game differently depending on whether your TMs are single use or multi-use. I think with the very large movesets of a lot of Pokemon in the current game anyway, TM hoarding would be a really huge problem if it weren't for the fact that TMs were multi-use. So I think a game that's able to take advantage of Pokemon's learn sets and give the player a decent challenge is what Pokemon needs to do, and given that, TM should be multiple use in this game. But then again, I don't know how this game's actually balanced. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Pokemon learn like 3 moves each, and each TM is like a rare and precious commodity, and if you use them right, you'll win the game, and if you don't use them right, then you'll be bad. So again, we'll just have to see what actually happens in the game. Rogue Mega
Strange has
Evolution.
been occurring.
Yo, do they evolve without trainers?
Some wild Pokemon
Yeah.
are evolving on their own and going rogue. These so-called rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon can't contain their own strength and are the very definition of dangerous.
Dude, he's so big. Why is... Dude, I did not know that Mega Tyranitar was so big. Also, wow, that Dragonite is tiny. Like, it's almost as small as the trainer. I just think that's funny. I don't know if this is like an alpha thing where they're bigger than normal or what.
With Mega Evolution.
Dude, Pokemon Legends, yay, but I can't use Mega Evolution. Part 1. Like and subscribe. I actually probably would do that. But that's like too easy of a challenge. What challenge run should I do for Legends ZA? Maybe I'll just play through the game normally, because I did like Legends Arceus, and I played that normally. I think I'll just do a regular run of ZA. You know, I'll actually enjoy a Pokemon game for once.
Mega Dragonite has distinctive Dragonair-like features, like wings on its head and a pearl on its tail. While tackling rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon, you'll want an ally from Team MZ at your side, plus strong bonds with your Pokemon. This city holds many stories. Different wishes intertwine, seeking for people and Pokemon to coexist. Pokemon Legends ZA, coming Thursday, October...
Oh, it's the bicycle theme. Okay, I was like, how do I know that theme? Where do I know it from? It's the bike theme from X and Y. Alright, releases on October. I can't wait to play the game for my birthday or something, I don't know.
16, 2025.
Oh, a commemorative... why did I read this as commemorative instead of Gardevoir? It's like not even close to the word. $100 Pokeballs. Oh, yes. 100 regular Pokeballs. This is my favorite.
What did you think? Pokemon Legends ZA is releasing on October 16, 2025.
Alright, is that it for the... Yeah, it is.
We hope you're looking forward to your new...
Alright,
That's all for today's presentation. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Very cool. So I'll just sum up my thoughts overall. So Pokemon Unite, I don't really care about. Worlds, I mean, Worlds is fun. If you are good at Pokemon, life-size Lopunny, what? What the hell does that mean? Gosh. Unite, I don't really care about personally, but, you know, Latias and Latias are cool Pokemon, I guess, so it's cool that they're in the game. If you like Unite, then that's good. I've heard good things about it, and I've heard bad things about it. Worlds exists, Pokemon Concierge, I mean, you know, buy a Netflix subscription or whatever, if you want to watch it, I guess. Like, I don't know. I never watched it, so I don't have any personal hype, but I'm not mad per se that they're making like other things. I don't know what this little animated series is. It's probably gonna be for kids. Pokepark Kanto, sure. I wish there was an actual Pokepark 3. Those games were pretty peak. I would like that. Though, I mean, this wouldn't be the first time that they've made Pokepark an amusement park. In fact, before they made the Wii games, there was actually one based on the Hoenn region. So, you know, this tracks, honestly. It's cool. Pokemon Go Fest Max Finale. I don't play Pokemon Go anymore, but if I did, I would be into it, I guess. Wait, what? You can enter the code. Oh, you get research or something. Cool. New Masters trainers, I don't really care. The Lapras tease was pretty funny. I'll give him that. I actually really like this outfit. Look, it's so cute. It's like Lapras is going to win the Revolutionary War or something. Entei, the greatest Pokemon of all time. Is this... Oh, it's Pokemon Sleep. Yeah. Okay, cool. Entei was already in the game. Wasn't he? Wasn't Entei in the game like a year ago? I don't know. I was like almost going to do Pokemon Sleep, but then I figured I don't want to give them my sleeping data. I'm very much a fan of not giving my data to people. That's part of why I don't show my face on YouTube videos, because I don't want to get doxxed. New cards. I think that the Gardevoir and Kangaskhan are going to be pretty cracked. Lucario might be okay. Venusaur is not going to see any play. Has any Venusaur card ever been good? Like, maybe in the first 4 generations? I only started playing in the Black and White era, but I don't think there's been a single good Venusaur card in the time that I've played. Like, Venusaur GX was bad. Like, Mega Venusaur EX didn't even have a Spirit Link until it was, like, Omega power creeped. Radiant Venusaur was, I think, used a couple times for fun, but I don't think anyone seriously used it in a deck. Yeah, Venusaur is just kind of sad. It hasn't really been getting a lot of use. Who knows? Maybe they'll shock everyone, and this Mega Venusaur is going to be the best card in the format. Pokemon Friends, it's probably too easy for me. But who the hell knows? I'll try it out, because it'll be funny to try it out. They get Terra Raids. I don't really care about that. I still need to do the gym leader rematches in Scarlet, actually, for my Sprigatito solo run. Champions, I mean, obviously there was going to be some monetization. I still want to know, my verdict on Champions is going to depend on how accessible it is. Like, how easily can you get the VP? Yo, wait, I just thought of an idea. Pokemon Champions, but I don't spend any VP. Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that. I should try to see how far I can get with that on day one. I don't know if it's possible. It might not be. You know, maybe you literally have to spend VP to get Pokemon, but that might be a fun run to try to do. Okay, Game Freak, get Legends EA, whatever. The only thing of real substance here, because, you know, the story will reveal itself when I play the game, because I'm probably going to try to play the game. The only thing of, like, Omega substance is the Mega Dragonite, which I think is, like, I don't know, not a fan of the design. I can be convinced, though. I thought Sneasel was, like, really weird and ugly at first, but now it's my favorite Pokemon from Legends Arceus. So yeah, that's kind of it. If you liked my rambling, like and subscribe, I guess. Bye.